Hello, I am Chris Solo, and welcome to the Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship gaming and lots of chaos. You are watching the Realms of Ukodor. You can catch us live every Wednesday here at twitch.tv/Fabled42 at 6 p.m. Pacific. Before we get into tonight's episode, we have announcements, and then I'm going to be explaining some new mechanics. But without further ado, Diane.
YouTube. You can catch up on all of our shows, including this one, on our YouTube. This episode will be there on Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we almost have a new video on YouTube every single day with our full lineup now. So if you're bored, head on over there. We've got lots to watch. Also, podcasts are a thing, apparently. So one day maybe they will be. So wherever you watch podcasts, one day you will be able to search Realms of Ukodor.
No, you can now,
and watch
just to be clear.
or listen to all of them.
I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes behind.
There will be a time.
But every week it gets higher.
I understand.
This was Chris looking
It's not
for the
like I
podcast.
do everything, guys. It just takes time. All right?
But you can watch podcasts, just so you know. You can sit there on your screen and watch the time change. You can do that. Anyways, you can do that on all of our shows. We are a little bit backlogged, but they are happening. So make sure you go and you can subscribe. And so when that new Realms episode gets uploaded, you'll get notified.
I am aiming to get everything caught up, including Fate and Galia on Monday. If the 2 DMs that will rename
I'm busy.
nameless.
This news has taken breath away.
I'll do it. God.
Just eventually. Well, thank you to our very first sponsor of the night, our very own Critical Dice. Go ahead and enter !critical in the Twitch chat to enter the first giveaway of the night.
Meow, meow, meow.
And we will call that winner after break, but stick around, because after break as well, you can enter !critical to enter the second Critical Dice giveaway of the evening. So nice we did it twice, and that winner will be called at the end of the stream. But please note, our giveaways are for the US and Canada only, except for Quebec. And I don't know if you guys knew, I was out last week because I had the flu, and I was rocking an 100-degree fever, and I had a fever dream that I was smuggling Critical Dice across the border into Quebec. I got thrown into the office of the leader of Quebec, which I can only assume is a plate of poutine with Justin Trudeau's face, where he spit gravy at me and told me to get back over the border. But I threw a handful of Critical Dice at him, so one day I will bring Critical Dice to Quebec. But
that took a
might just
turn.
be my dream. I know. And also you can help support the channel by clicking the link below for 20% off of all non-subscription items. We're coming for you, Quebec. We're coming for
I believe his official title is Premier Poutine.
Premier Poutine. Justin Poutine. Poutine Trudeau. Yeah, and that's all I got.
Fudo?
I feel a letter coming.
I know. A cease and
coming.
desist. A French cease and desist letter.
I can't read it. It's fucking...
We'll send back some
Je
Critical
sais pas.
Dice.
This is in French.
Who's next?
I think
it was
you are.
normally Jason, but
Jasper, I think you're next.
yeah.
No, I think it's Carrick.
No.
It's nine
Nine
realms. 9 realm stuff. We have 9 realm stuff, guys.
Nine rounds, baby.
Look at that.
They hand make
9
all of their
rounds.
products from
There's
natural
dice
woods.
vaults, there's rolling trays, there's the tower, the whole deal. It's amazing. 9 Realms Gaming.
Yeah,
And
they
that's
create quality and affordable gaming accessories for all. Use Fabled42 to get 10% off of your next purchase over there at 9realmsgaming.com. It's all spelled out. 9
Look at
Realms
you.
Gaming.
Look at you.
Yeah.
She could read the prompter.
I can
You're
read,
amazing.
I can read the Discord thing that I have up.
And
And
another amazing
they do custom
word.
work as well, so go check
They
them out.
do.
Look over Jay's
Right.
right shoulder.
No, don't look.
No.
That's my private place.
It's my special area.
Oh dear. Now it's
this is-
Jay.
Now it's
the
me.
doll. This is somewhere.
Oh.
Well, hey guys. Griffin Co.
Hey.
I was doing some research on Griffin Co. and I didn't realize that they'd actually released a line of children's books as well. And so I do have a short excerpt from one of them here, just to give you a little sample. But who is this creature with terrible claws, terrible teeth in his terrible jaws? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes, and a 3D printer at the end of his beak. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black. He has miniatures and terrain all over his back. Oh help, no! It's a Griffico! They also have other titles such as The Griffing Tree, where the 3D printed things are, and The Lion, the Witch, and The Griffin Co. So go and support their line of books. Maybe you can get them 3D printed over using the link in the chat. Go and request some 3D printed Griffin-based children's books. And you can save 22% off of said books request. With the code Fabled42. But all
Expect
of
some
the 3D
laughter.
printed miniatures and terrain that we use in our streams come from Dem Guys. So go check them out. They're awesome. End of message.
Thank you, Jay. That was amazing. I love hearing about Griffin Co. And we have another sponsor. When we're not doing it in 3D printing, we actually have the sponsor that you can build this stuff almost like a Minecraft on your computers and stuff, right? And then you can bring your characters in there and you can have the entire environment laid out. It's pretty amazing. It's all 3D, pretty intensive, but it's awesome stuff. It's on Steam. It's called Tailspire. So please go check them out. And it's on Steam. So yeah, you get all your friends to buy it and you can all be in there building a world together and just getting lost. Oh, sorry. Yes. So there you go.
Prior to all of your map building and world building, go check out our friends at Underground Oracle. They make really awesome, completely original 5th edition content for players and DMs. Go check them out at undergroundoracle.com.
And also be sure to check us out this Friday for the latest episode of Duke City Chronicles at 3 p.m. Pacific. It's gonna get exciting. I might know stuff that y'all don't know, but it's gonna get exciting.
How the fuck do you
talked
know
to
stuff?
I talked
Whoa,
to Jason
whoa,
this week.
whoa!
Packed
That's
ice
not
with Jason
fair.
this week.
Yeah.
I'm saying nothing. Anyway.
Jason asked me a question that made me uncomfortable, guys. Jason asked me a question today that made me uncomfortable.
Oh
Dude.
goodness.
Anytime
Mean.
he DMs me.
But to continue the spoiler-free sesh, also check us out at 6 p.m. Pacific because we are going to have our second prequel episode of Fables of Gallia. I think it's a prequel.
Gaia Chaos!
Yes. Okay. Sweet. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Pacific. Oh my gosh, I have to be with Fizzlewick.
Oh no.
It's only you, him, and one other person. So,
Oh, God.
Yes. So be sure to come by and see all the chaos because we're gonna have fun. So much fun.
So many exciting things, guys. So many exciting things. So, if you are a Patreon or a Twitch subscriber, please, please, please give your luck and inspo to these amazing players. You can also check out our Ko-Fi link or the Twitch. I did it again. I did it. What show was this? It was Legends, wasn't it? Twitch bit menu. Wow. I literally have been saying it for 4 years, and all of a sudden my brain's just, I'm done.
Which bit menu?
But please, you can give that to all of the players now. They're getting ready for a war combat. So I'm going to talk about that in a second before I go to the trailer, just so we can get into the game and not talk about the mechanics. However, if we hit 42 viewers, live viewers in the chat, I will give away a Kavak's deck of cards.
Oh, that's the good. That's
can
the good
Jasper
stuff.
give away his?
No. Thank you for reminding me that you have them, though.
Oh no.
Because I'm sure that would be a great time to bring that up. Luck to Jasper, inspo to Whisper. Luck to Kiwin, inspo to Krista. So, I have created a mechanic. This has been a playtest mechanic. I've tweaked it several times. Eric was part of the first iteration. My literal 17th episode I've ever DM'd. We did this huge epic fight, 2-day fight. Well, it was 1-day fight, but it was like a 6.5 hour episode. Luck to Jasper, inspo to Carrick. So, every round that we go through initiative is 1 hour of time. In that round of initiative, every player will get to do 2 things. So they'll have 2 turns in every round. So if anyone who's keeping track or doing math, the players will have 598 passive turns, 598 passive normal initiative rounds, and they'll have 2 active ones. Any spells that last a minute or 10 minutes or 1 hour, we're going to multiply the damage that would correspond over that allotted time. I'm doing averages rolls for my guys. Most of the time it's like 50-50, so half will fail, half will succeed, and it'll just do it that way. Because there are thousands of enemies and thousands of allies. You will have the opportunity to have reactions and things, because after your first turn in that round, the enemies will have a turn. Just like normal initiative. So in those moments, those are moments, right? Where you guys actually get to cast a big spell or do something else, right? And the way that I've broken that down is 30 minutes pass. So arguably, each turn is 30 minutes. So if you cast a spell that lasts 10 minutes and your second turn in that round comes up, that spell is done if you want to cast another one, right? So if you're concentrating on something for 10 minutes, those 10 minutes have passed. All that being said, if the party survives 5 rounds, which is 5 hours of combat, they take 1 point of exhaustion. If they last 8 rounds, 8 hours of combat, they take a second point of exhaustion. And the final hour of the night, because it is a 10-hour night, they will take a 3rd point of exhaustion for that final hour if they happen to survive that long or not kill the baddies before they get to that point. You guys are going to have 14 hours, I can math, 14 hours of daylight. It is currently 6 a.m. So technically, after the conversations we've had between streams, 5 minutes have passed. Sorry, 5 minutes. So you guys have like a general idea of what you want to do or whatever, but you have 14 hours to do with what you want. Does anybody have any questions about the mechanics before we dive in?
What if I already have 3 points of exhaustion?
I think you die if you get 6 points of exhaustion.
Jay, I meant.
Oh, dude, who you telling? I have 2 bags under my eyes. Who you telling?
I'm gonna call the bellhop.
Okay, so with all that being said, let's get ready for the next episode of The Realms of Ukodor.
Hidden away, a great power awaits. Muster your courage, it must not abate. Allies emboldened while evil retreats. With fate in your hand, the story's complete. Ukodor, a world full of mystery to explore. Monsters and danger around every turn. Soon enough you will learn. The choice is yours. Wisdom of ancients and stories untold. Whispers of riches and mountains of gold. In the face of defeat we will make our last stand. With the power you hold and the
Please.
And welcome back. So, as we settle in, the party left Felix's house, heading towards the docks, made sure that the townspeople were okay, said their goodbyes. Kiwin scolded the ship. The party gathered the things and went west across the roads to get to the town of Bod before heading to the city of Zygate. Along the way, they decided to camp for a long rest. During the night, they were greeted by a familiar creature, a very large, giant brontosaurus. The same creature that killed another creature in one fell swoop with his tail. In the morning, when they woke up, they realized that Elskan had grown considerably. He was now a huge yeti. Deciding to take advantage of this opportunity, the group climbed up on Elskan and he went barreling down the road. 4 or 5 hours into the travel, realized that his growth spurt only lasted 5 hours. The group was able to get to the ground relatively safely and continued their travels to the city of Bod. Deciding to push through the night to get there and have a good night's sleep, they were greeted by some hidden creatures. Jasper ducked into the woods, went invisible, and eavesdropped on this conversation. It was an old friend of Iago's, whom I don't have it up. Anyone?
Halvvar.
Halvar, that's right. Halvar greeted the party and escorted them along with hundreds of other soldiers to the city. Inside the city, they saw that people were defending it as much as they could. There was giant trenches and barricades on the outsides, keeping all the enemies of the undead on the west side of the city. Inside, they had some food, went to sleep, and during the night, Whisper was greeted in his mind by his sister. And what started off as a friendly, almost frightened conversation turned around rather quickly, as she stated, "Now we know where you are, and we're coming for you." With this new information, Whisper continued to stare at the wall for the remainder of the evening. In the morning, they all woke up. Whisper shared that information, and as the party, Viago left to go talk to Halvar to give him the information, they went to the western wall and saw something horrific. Tens of thousands, as far as the eye could see, an army that appeared to be undead, right on the cusp of the shadow, the darkness. 6 o'clock in the morning, the sun is up. These creatures are barely on that edge, not taking one step forward into the sunlight. That shadow is 500 feet away. You all have 14 hours before the sun goes down. What would you all like to do?
Panic.
Krista's just frozen.
And to,
Just frozen with fear.
and to show you what you see from your perspective. And to show the audiences at home the full scope of things.
It's not good.
Wow. Oh, wow.
It's very not good.
Oh, wow.
So, the arm, obviously, that is 500 feet, right? I've measured it. Don't question it. You know that you have a pit that surrounds the city, 10 feet deep and 10 feet wide, with barricades and spikes and things protruding out. There are 2 large ballistas on either side of the main gate. There's 1 large tower on the southern side of the fort. The rest of the townsfolk are further back into the city, hunkering down, finding places to hide. all of the able bodies, I believe we said around 6,000 able bodies, are in their respective defensive positions, the day is yours.
Golly.
I think we need to put a group together and go out and start taking pot shots before they can move forward.
That's an idea.
I think that's just gonna waste your ammunition.
You don't think I'll kill him?
I don't think the ones you kill will matter.
Yeah, I think maybe we need to focus on just kind of whittling away all of the front lines. Look at that one. Look at him. He's just wandering into the... Oh, God.
Can we get some casks of oil, roll it into him, and then fire at it?
Well, actually, a cask of oil sounds like a good idea. If we put sort of a ring of oil inside of that sandy bit with the spikes, it'd be awful nice to have something that could be ignited by an arrow or thrown torch or something like that. Slow him down a little.
I can handle that.
You got it? Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if we can get a second line as well, as long as we have enough oil, like on the other side of it.
Yeah, one on the outside, one on the sort of right before it hits the walls, right?
Well, yeah, like...
I can also create a wall of light. I mean, don't you think an oil line will just burn away pretty quickly?
I mean, even if it burns away quickly, we won't ignite it until some people are in there. At the very least, it'll hurt.
Oil doesn't tend to burn away that quickly.
Yeah, that'll burn for a while.
The wall of light is great too. Definitely use that.
I think in tandem with the fire sounds like a great idea.
Mhm.
What have we got as far as sort of defensive weaponry? It looks like we have a couple ballistas up on the wall. Do we have anything heftier? Trebuchets, catapults.
Viago steps up and no, I was speaking with Halvar. He's talking with his men. He's gathering all the able bodies, the older children, the younger old men, the able-bodied women, anybody who's able to fight. He feels like we could probably get around 6,000 people. We have some engineers, we have some lumber, but we've not had a need for anything bigger than a ballista.
What about getting people out? Women and children.
I mean, we could try to make a run for it, but we'll be exposed in 14 hours. We will not make the next city in 14 hours.
So the best bet is to not let these guys breach the walls, and then when daylight comes again, make a run for it. Basically.
I mean, the city of RoU is north. It's about a 3-day travel. And we can go back to RoU, which was, 2 days. But RoU can't defend anything.
No, they're very weak right now.
I mean, most of us could probably just keep running, but the women and children and elderly injured, we'd be sitting ducks.
Well, if things get really nasty, maybe they should still escape, the weaker ones, the women and children, while we hold it off as long as we can. If it comes to that.
Well, we would have to make that decision now. And we would have to send some able bodies with the women and children. Otherwise, they'd just be sitting ducks to wildlife bandits and anything else. God forbid we're being... we don't know what they're doing. They might be attacking us. They might be flanking us from the north. We don't know.
We need to put out a call.
Someone would have to go up there.
All other surrounding cities. Everybody needs to know what's happening.
Do you have a way to do that? Because these people don't.
A raven?
We could try.
How
rider?
fast? I mean, I can send an animal, but I don't know how fast it would get there, and then it would have to come back to get an answer, unless we were just sending a message.
Yeah, we only really needed to go one way.
Yeah, to warn them.
I can do that.
Yeah,
but it's only
send help.
What kind of animal can fly to the next city in 10 minutes?
I could message El Tora.
Oh, that'd be grand, Key. I mean, the more magic, the better, I feel. You know?
I mean, if anything, she'll be able to let people know what's happening.
Sounds like a plan, kid.
Do you think she would fight?
I don't really know her that well, but the last time I called for her to help, she showed up real quick.
Worth a shot. Even if she
Yeah,
doesn't...
I remember that.
Even if she doesn't show, at the very least, she'll get the word out. Faster than any ravens or anything like that.
What about Opal as well?
Oh, yeah.
That's smart. You can send multiple messages, right, Key?
I can send so many messages.
She gets excited.
So, oh God, they're asking me to do it.
Finally. Well, that's a real good idea, Key. I think, the more calls out we can get to the outside world, the better.
All points bulletin.
All points bulletin.
Luck to Key went inspo to whisper, and a very generous donation came in for 5 supreme healing potions.
Oh my gosh.
Supreme.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
The big boys.
That you may have just saved us.
So you can decide who's all getting those. Remember, as an action, on one of your actual turns, not one of the passive turns, don't try to pull one over on me. On one of your active turns, if you drink it as an action, you get max healing, and someone can do the math for me. Bonus action, you can reroll it.
Right. And you can also, pour it into somebody else's mouth that's unconscious.
What about the boat?
Yeah, are we near water?
Not really. It's a couple miles south, and then there's a 500-foot cliff.
Yes, but if we can contact the captain, we can get some of the survivors or women and children to march that way. And
And then go down a cliff, son?
They're gonna fall down the cliff? They've
Well-
destroyed the docks. There's nothing left, right?
well,
Could we
we're
They
in the
send
destroyed
bar.
the docks at Zygate.
So, well, following that train of thought, what if we had the women and children with some able bodies go to RoU and wait for our word? If things go south, they jump on the boat and get out of there. Everybody gets out of there.
I mean, will they get to RoU before?
Maybe you only need a few of us to stay here and keep this fight up while the rest of you go.
Yeah, I mean, if anything else, we just need to buy him enough time, like a worst case scenario.
They need 2 days to get there. So if they left now,
they'd get
during
at
the
least-
fight, they would be resting, and the next morning they'd be on their way. They'd have a day head start.
I think that's the best bet, at least for some of the,
All right.
non-combatants.
I'll talk
Send
to
a few-
Halvar.
Yeah, send of the few able bodies, but maybe not the best able bodies.
Okay.
Well, I'm no engineer, but I think we need some more heavy artillery. So I'm going to go see about maybe building up some trebuchets or something to just sort of lob some things at these things. Take out as many as we can.
Okay.
I could probably draw some things. I just need paper and a pen.
Okay.
It's paper.
So Cree and Jasper, you guys are going to work on some siege stuff. Okay.
Use my brute strength.
Luck and inspo to Cree.
Thanks,
Okay,
Devin.
so what is everybody else doing? I heard some things about oil. Any other preparations?
I am legitimately looking to find some sort of bullets for the rifle of mine that
Sure.
might have some sort of radiant factor, something that would do more damage than normally,
Okay. I like that.
whether it's explosive or radiant or something.
Got it. Krista, you had mentioned
Magic bullets.
You had messaged me about the alchemist fire. Are you looking to do special stuff with that?
Yeah, you guys, I have some alchemist fire, and if I can,
Holy bullets.
get these arrows enhanced somehow, that could help.
Okay. So you're gonna do that.
Yeah, so I can help go look for the oil too.
Yeah.
Maybe at the same time.
If you need help spreading the oil or anything, I can fly over with you.
Yeah, we could do it together.
Okay.
Does it make any sense to try to have somebody go out there and start picking them off before they can even start charging us? Because of the daylight factor?
Know what you mean, but are we gonna waste ammunition on just like one at a time?
Where are you guys right now? Are you in the fort or are you up on the wall looking and
I
talking?
thought we were on
I assume we were on the wall.
Yeah, me too.
Perception checks.
Oh.
And then Whisper and Kiwin, was there anything special you guys were doing, or you're just standing by?
I would start ritually casting sending to the captain because I have his name.
Got
Yes.
it. Oh yeah, sorry. You're gonna call the captain, and Kiwin, you're calling El Toro. Got it.
23.
23.
30-20.
30,
I got
20.
11, but my passive is 16, so.
Jasper?
Passive.
22.
Work when you roll.
22.
16.
Krista?
I only got a 13.
Got it.
But
22.
if you don't match your passive, at least. I mean,
22 was the DC. So
work.
Jasper and Kiwin, as you guys are having these conversations, you're seeing nothing cross that line, but you're seeing things move within the line. And as you both kind of hone in with your Fey sight, and you're looking through, you see thousands. I mean, the first front lines, there's zombies and there's skeletons and there's undead creatures. The second and third lines are orcs, and not undead orcs. And you see gnolls, and you see some hobgoblins, and even goblins, all part of this army that do not look undead. And you can't really see it with the camera. Let me see if I can do some switcheroos real quick while you guys pick
I
your...
don't know if even with my high perception if I would see that because I don't have dark vision.
It's daylight. You'd still see them.
Yeah, but it's dark in that area.
It's
right?
shadowed in that area. You can see for quite a ways. Yeah, you still can't see it. But right past those creatures, I don't know if I can tip it up a little bit more for you. Oh, that's too much. But you do see some very large creatures and what looks to be a giant creature, and you see his form kind of shifting almost like it was a storm cloud, and behind that you can see those two tiny minis. That is what looks to be Whisper's mother and sister.
Oh boy.
And obviously, so when you look at these minis, each mini represents 800 to 1,000 people.
I could send something out there to go get a better look, you guys. Should
I
I?
don't think that's super necessary. I mean, we could, but there's just a lot of them, and they're not all undead. So,
Just wonder what those big creatures are, what we're facing. If we want to, like,
Well, I mean, if you send something out, it's probably not coming back.
I thought about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll pick off whatever comes near them, I think.
I would hate to see you waste that arcane energy of yours.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
I like your
Sword.
thinking.
Because we're gonna face it no matter what, right?
I mean, we could always just go. We could leave.
Jasper casts fly and just flies away.
Just up and out of there.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't-
step into the ethereal plane and
Just watch the chaos happen.
Bye.
That's terrible.
Exit. Stage left.
Yeah. Exit pursued by a bear and 1,000 orcs.
What about Halvar? Does he have any ideas? I mean, this is his domain. Maybe he has something that we haven't thought of yet.
I mean, he's
Viago?
currently Viago's already with Halvar talking about
Okay.
the first idea that you guys had pitched.
Got it.
You do know that this is it. That what you guys have, that's it. Like, you have the basic ballistas, you have the trench, that is the fullest of their sophistications. with defenses and everything else that they have thought of to this point. So anything else is up to y'all.
Okay, so besides the walls, the only like actual entry point is the gates.
On this side, yes, because the trench is really very deep, and they've built up barriers that go to the mountains on either side.
Okay.
So you don't see anything that can fly at this moment. So the only other way is to fly, or across the ground through the gate, or over the walls.
Okay. Because I just wanted to make sure, check with Halvar that there's not an underground passage or somewhere that's like a secretive entrance that I could set my alarm spell on. So then in case we got like flanked or they,
Currently
got
there is no underground railroad or trail system or anything like that.
Okay. That's all I got for now, guys.
All right, then.
All right.
Okay. So we will start with Kiwin calling El Toro, because that was the first thing that I remember hearing. The line is open.
Hey there, El Toro. It's Kiwin. So we're up against a pretty large undead/not undead army here in Bard. There's some innocent people. If you could help us get them out, or any other help would be super appreciative.
Was this sending?
Yeah.
I'm not quite understanding what you're asking. We currently have our own situation right now. There's been an attack on the wall, and we are trying to defend it. Where did you say you were again? She sounded very distressed.
Well, we're in Bard. What attack on the wall? Is Knack okay? Is Eldon okay?
So you cast it again?
Yeah.
The great dwarven wall up north, keeping the hundreds of thousands of Argu's soldiers at bay. The Argu loyalists and Hesian Empire attacking that wall. Our city here is safe for now, but we are in a dire situation currently.
That's our real enemy.
Okay, great. So no help from you. Thank you. I hope you keep the people safe.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
Right.
That's all I got.
The whole time you were quiet and listening, Jasper would have been going,
What did she say? What's she saying?
Well, she's not gonna come help. People are attacking the wall up north of the city, so.
What about Secret Dragon Lady?
Opal.
That's the one.
I like her.
Kiwin, are you doing anything else?
I thought someone else was casting sending.
Yeah, I was just saying, since we're on you right now, if you were doing anything else.
No.
Okay. Whisper, you were contacting the ship?
Yes, he'll just focus in his Book of Shadows, find the captain's really long name, and go to cast sending on him. Captain, this is Whisper. We have a situation here in Bard. Where are you located?
I know you said that you were going to talk to me in my head, but this is very strange. We are still in the port of Kiwi. We haven't left yet.
Ah, right. Well, it might be good if you stay there for a bit. The situation is Bard's being attacked by a large army, and we...
How large? Are you in need of help? Should we come help you?
No, stay at RoU. We are going to try and send women and children, few able bodies that way, if that's possible, to escape.
Escape? Why would we need to escape?
Because they would probably kill everyone. But, just getting on the boat and going as far away as possible, better. Beneficial.
Is that audible in the?
Oh, okay.
The sound of a man pooping his pants.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Sound of a man considering leaving a situation before it gets to be a situation.
When they head that way, I'll let you know. But for the time being, just stay in RoU.
Okay. Okay. Carrick, what were you doing?
I've been helping to get whatever I can to together to help with the defenses. I keep saying that we should at least try to start picking some of them off, and everybody keeps telling me it'll be a waste. And I'm trying to find that ammo. That's about honestly all.
Oh, you were
I'm
trying to
doing
do
is
radiant ammo, though, weren't you?
Well, I was trying to find something, something that would help, whether it was explodes in order to take out more, or it was radiant to at least really hurt, or...
All right, so give me an investigation check.
Oh, good times. This should be fun. Ooh, a whopping 7.
7. Okay. It's going to take you about an hour or so to find someone, but there are some clerics, holy folks that can bless or kind of like soak your ammunition in radiant or in holy water that will give it some radiant buffs to it.
Okay.
It will take 3 to 4 hours to do that. Not just for your ammunition, but a lot of the archers are going to come in. So
right.
You're grabbing a lot of the range.
And we make
folks.
sure to get Krista's stuff there and the whole bit. Yeah. We'll get everybody's squared away there.
Okay.
For projectiles. In the meantime, helping people build and fortify and pack and get people that are evacuating and escaping where they need to be, and just helping in general.
So anybody who's going to shoot any arrows or ammunition, you can add a 1d4 radiant damage to undead only.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's the next 5 hours of you. You'll have 1 hour left before the 6 hour mark, whether or not you guys are wanting to do anything before the... If you decide to take a long rest, I don't want to force you.
Cool, I have clearly so much to do.
You're busy. Okay. And he's going to go pee. Krista, what were you doing? Oh, you're trying to do the alchemist thing. Give me
So first, I feel like the first couple of hours she would spend as much time as she could making more arrows because
sure.
She's just going to and she knows how to make them. So she's just going to pump out as many as she can. Thank you. And then she wants to go see if she can enhance them. Not bad. That is a 25.
Okay. It'll take you probably the first 2 hours. You get a lot of other folks that aren't doing much. Some of the women or other able bodies who may not fight, but there are some people going to stick around to help just bring arrows to people.
Yeah.
So some of the women or younger lads that aren't going to try to leave are going to stay to try to help just give things, support in any way they can. So you're gonna make a substantial amount of arrows in 2 hours, and you're showing some people how to do it.
Exactly.
And then people are going to help make it. Awesome.
Okay,
and what was the second thing you were doing?
So then after she does that, she would like to go find as much oil as she can and find somebody that can help her maybe get her hands on I mean, if there's more alchemist fire around, that'd be dope. She only has so much. Otherwise, would she be able to create it, or would she have to find somebody else to help craft her arrows with the alchemist fire?
You would need to find someone to craft explosives.
So she's gonna go look for them.
Got it.
Yeah.
So what was the oil thing that you were saying?
Because I know that we were Cree had some idea for the moat, and if any of us even had a little bit on our hands, it might help too. But definitely for the moat.
So what do you want to do with the oil?
I think we want to light the moat on fire to kind of keep them at bay, at least for that first line.
You want us to light the moat on fire right now?
Not yet. Not yet. When I think
so
when
we're
the
just
sun's
gonna
about
pour
to set.
the oil.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna light it on fire right before they charge.
Aren't they gonna see us do that?
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be a deterrent. You don't think it's a good
bunch
idea?
of them are undead. What the hell do they care?
You seem hesitant.
All right, we'll go out there. So like he starts to gather some folks, and they get like barrels of oil and very carefully walk out there and start to pour oil into
I think that
Wait,
you
before they
shouldn't
pour
light
it. Go ahead, Keeman.
Nope.
No, please go ahead.
Why are they so hesitant?
Well, I was thinking alternatively, and I was going to ask you guys, is we could pour it into the moat, or we can divide it up along the wall, and for all of the archers, they can dip it in the oil and light it on fire, right, so that all of the arrows are torched. Undead or not, fire's fire.
I mean, that's a good idea too. Maybe we should save a couple barrels for that.
So depending on how much we got,
I think
that
we
was
should be
another.
lobbing barrels that we can light on fire.
That'd be great. Do we have
Take
time?
out
you
whole
saying?
groups of them.
Oh well, I don't think that's a good idea to light the moat on fire immediately. I think that should be something when they're
No, we're just pouring
Up
it in there
at
right
the-
now, right? That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and
And when
maybe
they-
we don't light it yet. When you guys think it's best.
When they
I can
get
light it.
into the moat is when we light it on fire so that they're in there
Yes.
and they get caught.
Yes, that's right. Actually, that's a much better idea.
So just so I'm clear, I'm just pouring the oil in the moat, right? And we're leaving barrels in the back for you to do whatever boom stuff you want to do, yeah?
Along the walls. Mhm.
All right. They grab the barrels and they start pouring stuff out there.
Wonder if they're hesitant or if
I
they're
mean,
just
if they don't want to
generally
do it, I could do it really fast.
Jasper, what were you?
There's something they're not
what are you
telling
doing
us.
first, Jasper? You're trying to design stuff?
Yeah.
Give me just a straight intelligence check.
Okay.
I mean, should make it survival.
Come on, Jasper.
20.
Okay. 22. You take some time and design what you feel that works as some sort of, my understanding of what you sent is a series of mirrors that will take light energy and direct it in a direction.
There's one mirror that bounces the light. Then there's a series of 3 lenses that intensifies
What are the
Amplifies.
lenses
Focus
made
is
out
the
of?
light.
glass.
Glass.
Like lasers.
Okay. So
When he drank his soda.
3 lenses, so you're trying to magnify it by 3, is what my understanding is.
Yeah, or like I just know that light intensifies when it goes
Yeah,
through a
we've all
magnifying glass. It gets smaller,
Murdered
but
ants before.
yeah,
Yeah.
that idea.
Not
Yeah.
Krista.
Okay.
On a very
That-
special episode.
And then am I helping design trebuchets and catapults as well?
Okay, so we'll do the design stuff first. So you've made the plans. Now I need you to make.
You're the best, a rare hound. No one's ever gonna keep you down. You're the. Oh, sorry, I thought we were going into montage.
I would
mode.
say, depending on how you want to do it, performance or intimidation, to try to get them to get the pieces that you need. Or I'll take another direction if you have another idea.
Who am I trying to intimidate?
You have a series of engineers and people that are standing here staring at you, waiting to get. They're looking at your instructions. They're not totally sure how you're going to explain it to them. You intimidate, you persuade.
Can I lie about it?
For this, no. When you tell them everything's going to be okay,
tested.
yes.
Just do like reverse psychology on them.
There's no
Maybe
way.
for the next roll. Maybe for the next roll.
Make this now.
Yeah, I mean, either of those is the same modifier, so
Okay.
it's not high.
Oh, I'll help him.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna
is,
say I could intimidate.
Am I allowed that help?
No,
Or-
yeah, because
Okay.
they don't.
Fine.
Kree doesn't know what you just drew.
I have no idea what happened. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
like,
I, roll,
We
I,
just
rolled,
have blind faith. We're backing him up. We'll stand over his shoulder.
I rolled my one inspo and I got a total of 19.
19. Okay. They will take a full hour. It took you probably, we'll call it for simplicity's sake, it took you an hour to draw up the plans, to kind of calculate what supplies you think you have. So they're going to run around and get these supplies in that next hour. So that's 2 hours down. Kree and Jasper. So we'll say 30 minutes for this design and 30 minutes for the other design, just to make it math easy. So give me another intelligence check to help with trebuchet designs, Jasper. Kree, give me an investigation check to help gather supplies.
Alrighty.
That's a dirty 20.
30-20. Okay.
That is a 12.
12. Okay. So it takes a little longer than you would have liked, but you were able to get some of the designs, and you were starting the trebuchet, because the trebuchet is a much more simpler design that people have built before, to a point, right? It's very basic. You have 4 wheels, a platform, an arm, a counterweight, and
String.
a string
A
pulling
flingy
system.
thing.
Yeah. Trebuchet, correct? Not a catapult, right?
I mentioned both.
I think trebuchets are like, there's more sort of swing power to them, right? They sort of go farther and hit harder.
They have
remembering my
a more
Civilization
controlled arc and trajectory than a catapult does.
I think we go for the best.
Okay. And those will be built further back, so like in the town center. So, we're gonna guesstimate some
yeah, I
specs
see.
and things later to see how well you built them. All right. So everything is kind of in motion. Keywin's did a call, didn't get some great news. Whisper did a call, got some weird news. Everyone else is starting to do the thing. So a couple hours go by. Keywin and Whisper, are you guys doing anything else in this interim, or just helping with just the general stuff?
Helping, but when I read Felix's father's book, would I have come across anything that could show the hag and my sister potentially having control over me unwittingly?
Can you go in more depth?
Like, would they be able to do anything to kind of make me come to their side, essentially?
Oh, so far, no. You felt like a numbness in your head, but the pain that you took the night before seems to be the extent of what they did. But it does not appear in this moment that they have any abilities to control you or manipulate you or flip sides or anything like that, as of right now. If there's any other questions that you want more specifics, you can shoot me a message too. Keywin, are you just walking around with like big beams and just like here?
Sure.
Okay. Are you calling anybody else?
We call it Opal?
Have you said goodbye to Knack yet? I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
That's terrible. Okay, nothing else, Keywin, before I move? Okay.
I would call Kiwin over and start showing her the cannon plans.
Okay.
Oh, you want to start that up? That's fine. I was just adding it on.
Okay.
Hey, Key! Hey, Key!
Yeah?
Come here a sec. I did a thing,
All right.
and it's either gonna be really good or very dangerous. It's probably both.
And I will
Okay.
show you the plans that's in the group chat. And so I'll point at that, like, the top hole. I'll be like,
That's where you go. Well, where your spells go. So if we can direct light and radiance through there, I have a theory that it should intensify that magic, and we can aim it really far.
How far?
Really far.
I mean, I can already get my spells to go almost 300 feet.
Yeah, but what I was thinking was you have some stationary spells, so if you cast it straight down, I can move the cannon in a straight line across the front.
I don't really understand, but
The
okay.
finger of God.
Roll a Arcana check, Jasper.
So you're asking me, and I'm like, I just failed.
I'm gonna luck that one. Okay, that's better. 19?
19. So some of Kiwin's spells, like daylight, it doesn't have a source of light. It is just light. So it's not like the sun where there's a focal point and the light comes from that. It just is light.
Make the ground light.
So you could try it, but you're not sure if that specific area affects spells. It's things like maybe Sacred Flame or Guiding Bolt or Eldritch Blast and things like that could potentially work as a reflection off, like direct spells.
Okay. I thought it was like Moonbeam where it came down. Okay.
I mean, it comes down, but it comes down in an area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could try it, but
That's what I mean.
we'll
If it
see.
comes down, it's coming down from somewhere.
True. Yeah.
It's an AoE.
Yeah, I view it as an AoE, but we can try it. I'm just throwing some things out there. Okay. So while you guys are doing that, Krista, you're making your things. Give me Arcana check, Krista.
Oh, she's not the best at those. Oh, but that was a natural 19. Plus 1 is 20.
Okay. You take some after you do your arrow stuff and making all the arrows. You go and find some bare basic alchemists and like some of the other engineers that do more liquid based things. You kind of spend some time and try to explain to them what you want to do with this one alchemist fire you have, and they're able to make 15 alchemist fire arrows for you. So whatever the damage is for the alchemist fire, you get that per arrow without the extra residual afterwards. But you get 15 arrows.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. Carrick, you were getting your ammunition holy
I believe I
eyes.
was trying to get
Yeah.
everybody's ammunition taken care of here.
So you're still doing that because that was the bulk of your time was 5
it'll take
hours.
a while.
Whisper, were you doing anything else?
Is Viago like issuing orders to people?
Oh, so during that time, Viago was helping. So they sent 1,000 not so able bodies with the women, children, and sick folks to head east to Riwi. So your forces dropped down 1,000.
Viago, where do you plan on being when we start attacking?
I mean, I planned on running across the the way and just charging towards straight for him.
Would you mind if I came with you?
I was kidding. I'm not doing that.
You're not.
No, I'm staying behind the wall. What are you trying to do?
Well, the undead don't scare me, but if I could get a little bit closer to some of the other larger creatures, I might be able to disperse them a bit. Depends, but...
Yeah, I mean, I can't do much but help, load the trebuchets, move heavy things, hold the wall. I mean, they're gonna be coming, and they will get over that wall. I don't see that not happening. So I'll probably be behind the gate, making sure it's reinforced, making sure that I'm ready when those things come over. I mean, when those big things get closer, maybe we can do something stupid, but I think we wait until we get closer anyway. There are thousands of people out there.
I'll keep that in mind then.
Alright. Just stares at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Leroy Jenkins.
Cree. Cree. Give me an athletics check.
Ooh,
Here we go.
I am good at athletics.
Big money, no whammies.
That's a natural 19, so that is a
Hey.
29. Athletics.
29. Okay.
Pick
So
things up, put things down.
roughly at the 5-hour mark, you have helped successfully build 2 trebuchets in the town center.
Yes.
You, with the specifications that Jasper has given you, you guys feel like you have built it to a T. Whether or not you want to test it or do another inspection of said thing to see what the range is, I'll let you guys decide that. Jasper, tell everybody it's going to be okay, and give me a deception check. No. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. I do have one other thing that I'd like to do.
Okay.
But
I also had a quick question.
not wonderful.
Yes, great.
Oh, plus 11.
I
30, 20.
have the know your enemy trait. I was wondering if, because I didn't quite get the perception check, if I have to do another one to sort of...
What's the range on that?
Let me tell ya. Sorry, it is hidden deep inside of my character sheet. It just says, if you spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, you can learn information about their capabilities compared to your own. Strength, dex, constitution, armor class.
After you build all this, you can use that last minute to go up to the front wall and give me another perception check. Jasper, they were able to scrounge up 3 pieces of glass that could be lenses, but only 3. And it seems like they have all the other pieces, and they were going to start building it.
Okay.
This is at the 5th hour.
Is there anyone that's gonna they're already lens shaped?
Well, they're round windows.
Okay. But that's not a lens, that's a window.
So what do you want to do with them?
Well, I would have liked from the beginning some glass blowers to open the glass into a lens in order to get the magnification.
Interesting. So they're going to do that to the current windows to try to...
I would have told them that from the beginning because that's in the plans.
To blow glass specifically for the lenses?
Unless the glass can be bent itself while it's there. But it would need to be bent in order to work, else it's just a window.
Got it.
And that, if you look in the plan...
give me a straight D20 roll.
They are curved lenses.
We could try it ourselves.
Snap.
One.
You did too.
Roll again.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Woo!
Oh, come on, Jasper. Come on,
It's already a
Jasper.
battle.
It's a fail off.
Who fails harder?
Oh, for love, I'm gonna luck that, because that was a 2.
Come on, Jasper, you can do it.
Come on, buddy. Grind those lenses.
That is a 12,
12. Okay.
which
So-
is 10 more than 2.
At the 5-hour mark, they have successfully made 1 lens. They're going to try to make the other 2 throughout the day. So, we are 5 hours in. Is there anything else you guys are doing? You put into motion all your stuff. Kree, what was your perception check?
It was a 19.
19. So with your vision, you're kind of looking out from that vantage point. You do see undead creatures, looks to be zombies, skeletons, other ghoul-like creatures, and then deeper in some of the other battalions, you see orcs, you see goblins. And behind them, you see some other demonic-looking creatures. Which one would you like to?
I would like to know AC for. I mean, I already kind of can guess the zomboys, and I can guess the orcs, and maybe the demonic creatures that I don't really know.
Okay. So the demonic creatures in that back row behind the archers, there are 2 large purple ones, which is very hard to see in the camera. They look like this.
Cool, I hate it.
They have an AC of 20. And because there are other demonic creatures, there are giant, black panther-like demonic creatures that have an AC of 18.
Awesome. Gotta swing hard. Gotta swing hard and hit hard.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything else?
I want to
I've-
give Jasper my drift globe.
Oh, okay.
This will float above your mirror situation, and it casts daylight
Oh.
and light, but I think you're wanting daylight.
Yeah, I think so. That seems to be what's working on the undead at the front.
You can only cast the daylight from it once, but the light cantrip you can just keep casting it. I don't know if your gun thing majig will make it any more powerful, but
We can try, right? Hey, thank
Yeah.
you so much, Kate.
yeah,
Well-
you can have the lantern too. I mean, all I got is radiant, so
Do I need to be focused on the lantern?
I don't know. I've never actually used it before, but no, I think I used it once, right? I don't know. No,
Yeah,
I
I think you used it before.
Krista used it.
Yeah, Krista opened it last time.
Where is it?
I don't think you have to be
You
attuned
don't.
to
You
it.
just open it.
I mean, you made me roll back then, but I don't know if that was because of my size or.
I think I made you roll to get it out of the bag, if I
Okay.
remember correctly. I can't remember, but we rolled it off because of the situation, I believe. Okay, so you give him those 2 items.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else at the 5-hour mark? Jasper.
I would like to reach into my bag and, while no one's looking, I'm gonna put the circlet on underneath my hat.
Okay. Are you attuning
I'm
to
gonna
that?
find somebody to give us a hero's feast.
Yeah, I know.
Seriously.
Where's Mama Boss when we need her?
If I need
Should've
to
packed
attune to,
sandwiches.
if I need to,
You walk down. I'm
Okay,
waiting
guys,
for her to
guys, you guys are
drop in
talking
on
over
him.
each other. Just hang on. Kree, you were saying something?
I would I'd like to keep an eye out for anything flying.
Got it.
in their ranks.
Carrick, what were you saying? Oh, okay. Kiwin, what were you saying?
I can do Heroes Feast.
Awesome.
Oh, scones galore.
Well, it manifests it as whatever foods you desire.
So it's just gator bites.
Gator bites and scones.
Well, it would be whatever foods I
I know,
really
Mama
I know.
Moss's soup.
It's funny. I just watched Hook like 2 days ago. That was my birthday movie. So
That's
I
my
remember the
favorite.
table where they were like,
Yeah.
um,
The Play-Doh.
okay,
Yes.
Jasper, you were saying other things.
Yeah, so I was putting the circlet on. If I need to attune to it, then I can unattune to something.
You put it on though.
Yep.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I knew it. Oh boy. Is this magic?
Not really. I mean, it's a connection.
A
It's-
magical connection.
It's seeing if you are worthy to hold it.
By sensing me via magic. Okay, I'm done.
I'm gonna say no
I'm
just because
done.
you're saying that.
I had to try.
What? Do you get advantage or something?
I do get advantage.
Roll with advantage.
Hey.
I think you're still gonna fail.
Probably. I'm gonna luck that.
Okay.
And I'll luck that too. Okay. 18.
18. Is that your final answer?
That has to be.
Oh god, that's a lot of dice.
Oh no.
18 is a magic number. You take 118 points of psychic damage. Are you
I'm
still?
alive.
You're still alive?
Yep.
Wow.
So that circlet fuses into like your head, and it starts to vanish and just leaves a tiny little gem, kind of underneath your hairline and under your hat. And obviously, it hurts like a son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. I have 4 hit points.
Definitely gonna have to take a
That's
long
gonna be
rest.
quite the headache.
Okay.
Oh man, if I knew that, I would have stuck with the natural one that I rolled.
Just gone down. Just
Could you even get a 23?
No.
Oh, yeah, you probably should have.
22 would be.
You know what? I'll give you those 2 lucks back.
Oh.
That's nice.
You kind of
Very
Because
nice.
we're yeah.
The bad
because
things are gonna happen.
because bad things are gonna
to
happen.
us.
He's
All right.
just trying to level it out.
Kiwin casts Hero's Feast. Awesome. So as you all are sitting here, Viago and Halvar, I'm assuming, are invited to the table, and I don't know, maybe a couple other people. The engineers are still working on Jasper's gun. It's going to take at least 5 more hours, so like to the 12th hour. You guys finish the hour-long Hero's Feast. You're currently at the 6-hour mark. You have all the benefits of Hero's Feast. If someone wants to link that for y'all. Are you all going to take a long rest, or some people taking a long rest, some people staying up?
I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to take a long rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Long
But
rest
I'm
does not
like-
affect the exhaustion points, just so you're aware. But if you do want to get hit points or spells or abilities back, if you want to use any spells or abilities now that will carry over, by all means do that. But as you guys settle in for a long rest while everyone's getting things underway,
I'm gonna cast Ascending before I go to
Okay.
sleep.
So go do that.
Oh, right now.
Yep.
I was just gonna cast Sending to Knack.
Okay.
Like, hi. Tomorrow we're fighting a large undead / not undead army. So, just thought you should know.
They have us all putting on armor now. I don't think I've ever worn armor.
Why are you putting on armor?
Because there's an army that's marching to the east, and they're worried
Well,
about.
I just spoke to El Toro. She said that y'all are fine.
We're fine right now, but they don't think they can hold the wall, which means the Arguz Empire will be flooding the gates, and they'll be attacking here. Are you okay?
Are you gonna be okay? I got spells and friends with other things.
My job is to take care of Eldon. That's all I am doing.
Yeah, but how are you gonna do that when you're getting attacked?
Great question.
El Toro needs to like send you somewhere.
Oh, maybe. I'm scared, Kiwin.
Well, I'm scared too. You'll be fine.
Okay. Roll a deception check.
Not deception. She truly believes he'll be fine.
Roll a naive check. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Not naive, faith.
Well played.
Just before I go to sleep, I'm gonna take out the little idol of me and Eldon.
Okay.
And I don't know how it works, so I'm just gonna talk to it.
Okay. So as you start to hold that item and you're getting ready to talk to it, Kiwin and Nak are talking for, what was it, 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there anything else you want to say to Nak before?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Please be safe, Kiwin.
I thought I was done. Sorry. What?
He said, please be safe, Kiwin.
Oh. Well, you too.
All right. Jasper, as you connect with this idol, what would you like to do?
Like I said, Jasper doesn't really know how this works, so he's just kind of holding it and props himself up on his bedroll against a wall with his crossbow on his knee, and just says,
Well, I don't know if you can hear this, but we got some pretty bad things outside where we're at right now. Oh, you don't know that we're away now. Well, you did know, but Felix isn't here anymore. But I have some other friends, and this is silly. I'm gonna stop.
A few moments go by, and you kind of get ready to put the thing back in your bag. Jasper, how are you talking to me? What do you mean there's an undead army?
Eldon?
Just remind me, because I made the item a while ago. Is it like a two-way convo for 5 minutes? Is that... Okay. Where am I?
The strange dragon lady said you're in a dragon sleep.
Fuck.
I don't know what that is, but it was better than you dying.
Dragon sleep is just a fancy way of saying a fucking coma.
Oh. Well, why didn't you just say that? It doesn't matter.
She's a dragon. That's why.
I didn't even know this would work. We're overseas.
How are you casting spells?
Well, I'm a magician, right?
I always just thought that was a gimmick.
No, I've been learning some stuff.
Well, in order to talk to me, you must be very powerful.
Must be.
Who's watching me right now, then, if you're overseas?
So many gods. There's so many. Just really.
Insight check.
Insight check
Yeah.
on me.
Yep.
Oh, against my deception.
One meek Fearbulg.
Yeah.
I got a 28.
I got 17.
A bunch of guards, huh?
Yeah. Well, maybe just one really big one.
Just one big guard.
He is big.
All right.
And also guarding you.
I don't like how you're saying that, but
Look, I had no idea this was gonna work, but I guess with Felix being gone, I just needed to talk.
well, it sounds like you're in danger.
Yeah, quite a lot. I think I made a cannon.
I am curious and terrified at the same time.
Me too.
And in the last moments, he says, well, try to not do anything too stupid and come back and get me out of this coma. And
I make no promises on the stupid, but I do promise to come get you.
and just stay safe, son. And then the call cuts out. But you can't gather if it's just like an old guy saying son or if it's like a father saying son. Just to be clear.
I figured.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything else before sleep?
How's the status on the flying things? Does it look like anything's flying in their ranks?
Perception
flying
check?
around them? Yeah, just not trying to fight an air battle right now. So that is a dirty 20.
Nothing that looks flying. Everything looks grounded.
Okay. For now. Also, do we roll the 2d10 temp hit points ourselves?
No,
or...
it's maxed.
Oh, thank
Oh, it's max. Oh, great. Amazing.
Thank you, Cree, for asking.
I was just like, I need my temporary hit points.
Yeah,
'cause,
Mama Moss gave Keywin some special items that can max things out, and they have multiple uses as well.
Thank you, Mama
Diane's
Moss.
face is like, what? So Diane, after the hero's feast is done and the container, the bowl that you usually cast it from, usually just disappears, it's still there.
I thought this disappeared. Do I have to give it to someone?
No, I'd keep it. That seems like it makes good soup.
I mean,
Ew.
this is a really fancy bowl. I mean, look at it. It's got like gems and gold in it and stuff.
Oh,
but
wow. I
they
didn't notice it was
usually-
sparkly.
yeah, they have to be 1,000 gold piece worth for the spell. But it usually goes away, right? I don't know. I've never cast it before, but that's what I was told once.
Well, you
Yeah.
saw it when she cast it in his house. You saw
Why
it, the
did she
bowl.
give me so many?
How many did she give you?
Like 4.
Wow.
Dang.
Well, next time I make soup, we should definitely use them because those like leaf bowls I made, they're like nothing in
I
comparison.
think once we're done here, I'll probably donate them. They could probably get someone a lot of gold and help some people.
Maybe this town.
I mean, we should definitely, not to sound selfish or anything, but, you know, we should definitely keep at least one for ourselves. I mean, that's...
No, and I'm
These
not
things.
saying giving them all away, but if they could get someone who's in need some money, why not?
Sure. Yeah. As long as we have one. This it makes me feel really big and strong and over 200 hit points. So I would like to keep at least one.
Okay. So you guys finish the meal, you finish your conversations, everyone finds a nook to try to get a long rest. Is there any final things you want to do before you go to sleep?
Krista, with Finnegan wrapped up with her, would like to just like kind of talk to Whisper before, like as they go to sleep.
Okay.
Just check in with him. Yeah. Hey, we haven't talked a lot as we've been prepping all day, and what's going through your mind?
It's kind of my fault for cluing them in on where I'm at.
Well, it's not your fault. What they did is their choice.
Yeah, but if I didn't tell her I was here, then they wouldn't know. And he kind of like holds up his mind shielding ring.
I understand you feel maybe some guilt, but it was your sister. You didn't know better. I mean, I probably would have done the exact same thing.
She did sound nice for the first part.
Yeah. She's definitely not very nice.
How about you? How are you doing?
I'm terrified. I've seen armies before, and this is reminding me a lot of something in my past that I never thought I'd have to face again. So I'm really scared.
Well, I don't know if this helps, but you have us, so we'll keep each other safe.
Yeah. Sleep well.
I don't sleep.
Oh, that's right. Of course. See, this is my nerves. They got me. My brain's all jumbled.
Well, when we left Felix's, he gave me something that I'll try and attune to. Maybe it'll help. I'm not sure.
What?
Some type of rod.
Oh. Yeah, you should definitely check that out. He has some good stuff. It's probably going to be really helpful.
Yeah.
All right, well, good luck. And I'll see you in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Sleep well, Krista.
I'll try.
Okay. You guys find sleep. And
I was going to cast Sending one more time.
Okay.
Laying down, about to go to bed. I'm going to cast Sending a Knack one more time. Just normal Sending spell, obviously. I'm just going to be like, just in case we never see each other, although I'm pretty sure we will. Just want to let you know that I loved you.
You have like a pause, and then Knack. I mean, sometimes when people say that, it's just because they're scared, and it's not really because they mean it. And I just want you to know that I.
Well, I don't know what you were going to say after that, but I can't let you just not finish what you're going to say. And I do mean it.
I love you too, Kiwan. Please, don't die.
And so go to sleep. With Elscon.
Okay.
But then Elscon goes back in the necklace when she wakes up.
Okay. So, while we do this 6-hour long rest real quick and we come back for the battle, we're going to take a short rest break. Exclamation point critical to enter in 2 giveaways. We hit 42 a little bit ago. So the first giveaway is for a set of cards in the US and Canada only, because giveaway laws and shipping of physical things. And then we're also doing a dice giveaway as well. Exclamation point critical. We will call both winners at the end of the break. We'll be right back. We'll see you guys soon. welcome back to the chaos. We're going to call some winners. The first winner of some dice is Bow Splitter. Bow Splitter, you won some dice.
Love your username.
And the winner of the Kavak Bag of Fate deck of cards is B-Dog1218. B-Dog1218. I'm going to write these down because I'm going to forget. B-Dog1218 deck. Bow.
Eric.
Okay. So make sure you hit me up on Discord, and I will get that stuff out to you ASAP. That being said, you all wake up. The sun is on its way down. The army is still in its place. You see it's starting to get antsy. Before I have you roll initiative, Jasper, I need you to roll 2 straight D20 rolls.
Come on, Jasper.
$15.
Okay.
18.
18. So, one of the lenses breaks as they were assembling the gun. But you have 2 functioning lenses, which means it does, in theory, ×2 damage. And its range is twice as long. Thank you, Bow Splitter, for letting us know. We'll call another winner for the dice.
It's
Bridget.
nice.
Hey! Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Dice
Okay.
are sure.
So, the gun is functional. I'm going to go get that real quick. I'm going to use a cannon because I don't have a gun. And you can tell me where you want to put it. You guys roll initiative, and then we'll find out where everybody is going to be positioned as well.
I'll just say,
You freaking idiots!
at the ones who broke the lens. Ooh, 29.
Cool.
Boom.
No, that's all we get. All right. Let me tip it up a little bit. It's not quite where I want it to be. There we go. Okay. Give me 1 second.
This might be the last day of our lives. But we
Yeah.
can save many people if we just keep fighting. So all of you, remember, just keep fighting.
Sorry, I'm a little frozen because I'm so scared. Sorry. What? Huh? Yeah, keep fighting. Keep fighting. Oh yeah, that's the only choice I have. For sure.
So they said, remember the Titans.
Anybody else nervous?
Well, after this pause, yeah, I'm thinking there's something up.
Yeah, that army's really quiet.
Building the tension.
I couldn't find the damn cannon. Sorry. All right. Kiwin, what'd you get?
21.
Carrick.
I have a 10.
Cree.
20.
Jasper.
29.
Krista.
17.
Whisper.
15.
Viago got a 12. Allies and the bads will go on the bottom of the order. Where does everybody want to be placed? I currently have everybody behind that, your allies, but where does everybody want to be placed?
I want to be up in the front by Viago.
Like by the gate?
Yeah. The second anybody comes through, they're facing me.
Okay. Kiwin.
Up on the wall by the tower, but not in the tower.
Carrick.
Up on the wall shooting.
Whisper.
Opposite side of Kiwin, opposite side of Kree and Viago. Yeah, down there.
Krista.
Kind of to the right of Whisper, flying.
Jasper.
Where would I have been able to place the cannon?
Wherever you want.
Feel like it should go up on top.
Sure.
And then, yeah, I'll be manning that.
Okay. So, everyone has done their things. We have the first round, the first turn of the first round. Here we go. This is going to be Jasper. You are first.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put the drift globe like just inside the top chamber
Okay.
to get as much light bouncing off the mirror as possible. And I'm gonna hold shooting it until the front line gets within what would it be, 120 feet.
120 feet. Okay. That's your action.
That would be my action. I'm holding the fire, so
Okay. Anything bonus or anything like that?
I don't really have anything bonus wise unless you counted putting the drift globe in there.
No. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't really have anything.
Kiwin.
I'm gonna cast Wall of Light in front of the gate.
How big is that?
60-foot long, 5 foot wide, and 10 foot high.
In front of the gate, you said?
Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah.
Okay. Wall of light is up.
How close are they?
I mean, they're 500 feet right now.
They're still 500 feet?
Yeah, you might want to wait on putting that one up.
Yeah, they haven't moved yet. You guys are going first.
It's been done, so that's it.
Okay.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Okay. Perfect. Anything else on your turn?
Nope, it's done.
Crete.
Kree is away for a moment.
Krista.
Krista's gonna hold her action with her flaming
Kree's
arrow of alchemist fire. Oh, do you want me to wait?
No, go for it.
She's gonna hold her action with her flaming arrow, until hopefully the plan works. That she's gonna wait for the undead to approach, but she doesn't want to light the moat on fire yet.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
Do you want to backtrack to Kree?
Anything else on your turn, Krista?
No.
Okay. Crete.
I'm just going to wait for something to come through the gate. Basically, anything that gets within swinging range of me. Any
Okay.
baddies, I mean.
Okay. Whisper.
Similarly, Whisper will hold Eldritch Blast until something comes through the gate.
Okay.
That's not friendly.
Got it. Viago's doing that. Carrick.
My range is they're too far. You said 500 feet.
Yeah, but you can
Yeah.
hold an attack if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold, and I'm gonna start firing the headshots as soon as I can.
Got it. So, we'll say for the purposes of this, you guys have taken some shots in the first 30 minutes. Now we're 30 minutes in. You take your first action. All of your held actions, everything else goes off. So don't worry about rolling to hit right now because you're just hitting the waves. Once the bigger things come in, I'm assuming you're going to target stuff. So go ahead and everybody roll their damage and hold your damage while I move things.
Wall of light's down. I misread it.
What is it?
Wall of light is down.
Why?
I misread it. It's not an hour.
How long is it?
10 minutes. It's down.
No, it's not. I just said you cast it at 30 minutes. I just said that. So 30 minutes went by and you guys cast your spells.
That's not what I did. Okay.
But you said you cast Wall of Light.
Yeah.
Okay. So 30 minutes go by. The enemies are within range. You cast your spells 30 minutes in. So just roll the damage.
I'm very confused. Okay.
So roll damage.
Rolling damage.
Don't we have to know if we hit?
He said no, because we're just mowing through some baddies.
Okay.
Oh God, they're fast.
30 minutes.
I'm kidding.
It's like the Benny Hill theme song is going on as they're running across the battlefield.
Just in a corridor full of doors going in and out of them.
They're chasing us, we're chasing them. Oh gosh, it's so awful seeing them move so close.
All right, so we're going to go to the top. Jasper, what's your damage?
Fire!
I don't know.
Oh, are you doing daylight?
Yep.
Okay. How long does daylight last?
Well,
An hour.
An hour.
Yep.
Okay, so what are you aiming at?
My plan was to like just mow back and forth if it's continuous.
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
Keewan, what was your damage?
10.
10?
Yes.
So it's 100 damage over... No. 10 minutes is 100. So it's 1,000 points of damage? Is that my math right?
I don't know what your math is.
It's 100 rounds.
I'm very confused.
Okay. It's 10 rounds per minute. It's 100 rounds for 10 minutes. It's 600 rounds for an hour.
But it only lasts 10 minutes.
So that's 100 rounds.
Because each round is 6 seconds.
Each round is 6
No,
seconds.
I get that. I don't understand any of this, but what?
I was super
I rolled
confused
10.
too.
Just what's the damage?
I rolled 10. That's what I said like 3 times.
So 1,000
already.
points of damage.
So it's 1,000 points of
Or
damage.
no, 100.
Yeah. It's just,
I
right?
mean, that's.
Oh yeah,
I don't know,
1,000.
just. That's what I rolled is 10. So do what you need to with that.
yeah.
Exactly,
So
just
the
add
wall of
zero.
light lasts for 10 minutes. It does 1,000 points of damage collectively. Anything that passes through, it just starts to poof out.
Nice.
Okay. Jasper, what was your roll?
17.
17.
Straight D20, right?
Got it. Okay. You are mowing down lots of undead, and you're getting to the orc folks. No one gets inside yet. Who else had a ranged hold?
I did.
What was your damage?
It was 3 attacks, right?
Mm-hmm. So
Or 3, whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so 44 points of damage times whatever you want.
got it. Krista, whisper.
I did 6 piercing and 2 fire, so that's 6 times, or is it just 6?
What was the damage for one of your shots?
6 right piercing, 2 fire.
Yeah, I forgot about how many of them are undead.
I mean, I would assume that you're shooting at the ones that undead first before the orc waves.
So yes,
Okay.
I wasn't sure who you're talking to, but yeah, and she's firing the moat until she sees enough undead. She wants to wait till the orcs get into the moat, and then that's when she's going to.
Got it. So that might be your next turn. Whisper, you were holding Eldritch Blast.
Yes, but I can't see anybody, so I'm just still holding it.
Oh, you're behind the wall. Got it. Okay, so narratively, what happens is the first 30 minutes go by. Jasper is out there just like mowing through, and some of the undead creatures that you're hitting with the daylight just poof into out of existence. They just keep piling on, and some of them are getting stabbed with all the spikes in the pile. But that trench is starting to fill up, and some of the skeletons and zombies are climbing over in those 30 minutes, and they start to go through the wall of light, and you watch as hundreds and hundreds of them start to just to get squashed and die. Some just explode, and just a couple are getting through the wall of light. The wall of light was keeping them at bay for those first 10 minutes. 10 minutes in, the wall of light dissipates. We're back to the second turn of the first round, and the top of that is Jasper. You're still just mowing?
If there's other like lowly undead, I will continue to mow.
Okay.
Mow my cannon.
Got it. Kiwin.
I will also say,
Light the fires!
Okay.
Perfect.
So, Kiwin, 10 minutes into that, so we're technically at the top of the hour now. Your wall of light is dissipated. You just see a monster pile of just undead bits and mush that your wall of light has destroyed. Like potential thousands of them just dead. What would you like to do?
Yes, I'll cast Dawn right in front of the gate.
Okay. What's the radius on Dawn?
30 foot.
30 foot. So it's the whole entrance. How long does it last?
1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. Roll a straight D20 roll for me.
Dakota.
14.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else on your turn?
No. Do I roll damage now or?
Does Dawn do damage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll the damage. I keep mistaking Dawn and Daylight. Too many bright spells.
$21 radiant damage.
21 radiant. And you said it lasts a minute? It's 210. Is that right? 21 times 10?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
210. Let me write that down. Cool. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Kree, no one has come through. Are you doing anything different?
Are the trebuchets going off and everything okay? Nothing's being thwacked inside the wall.
Roll a dex save.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, I shouldn't have said anything.
No. Because it's they would just narratively fire in the background, but if you want to control those, you can run back and do that if you want.
No, I want to like keep up with the vanguard just in case. Me and Viago have to be there. So
then I'll just have you roll, since you're the one who helped build them. Just roll straight D20.
Okay.
Twice.
All right.
Good money.
First one's 18.
Yep.
Second one's a 5.
5. Okay. Odds or evens?
Evens.
Ooh, okay. So the first one, this is before this round. So in the first 30 minutes, and you watch as a big giant boulder just crushes and crumbles over a bunch of them. And the next one, Jasper, it goes like right over the tower. And it does hit other creatures that are coming, but it needed a little bit more art.
Yeah, I need to pull that back a little tighter. All right.
Pull my hat down tighter.
You do see that though. You saw that the second one they pulled it a little bit, and you're like, oh, okay. Krista.
At this point, she would have heard Jasper scream fire. So she's going to aim one of her flaming arrows at the oil-filled moat and try and light it on fire.
Okay. Roll for attack.
Thank you. We're going to re-roll. We are going to use, thank you, chat, for a re-roll. That was a 2. She's got stage fright. And we're going to re-roll again. That was a 7.
Come on, Crystal, you got this.
That was much better. Okay. That was a 16 plus... God, I'm sorry. I'm scrolled all the way down. 16 plus 14. So that's a 30.
30. That definitely hits. Okay. Is there anything else you're doing on your turn?
I know that they're still pretty far out of range, but I can see the orcs, I'm assuming by now. Can I see what's behind the orcs?
Perception
And,
check.
like, thank you. That is a 15.
Behind the different waves and droves of orcs, there are orc archers, and the archers are loosing arrows in your direction. Oh, I didn't do damage for that first round. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
But
You're
behind
welcome.
behind the orcs, there are the demonic looking creatures that are slowly starting to move in your direction.
Okay. She's going to hold favored foe. Well, she actually, yeah. Okay, so she used her action. Okay, that's her full turn for now.
Okay, Whisper.
Still holding Eldritch.
Okay, it's fine. Carrick.
I am firing.
Okay, roll your damage. Are you
Just the
firing it?
damage?
Well, they're still just peons. Are you taking any targeted shots, or are you just firing?
Yeah, I'm trying to start getting the larger ones that are pushing from behind.
What's the range on your weapon?
240.
Okay, so all you have are orcs in your sights, so you can just
Orcs
roll.
it is.
Just roll damage then. 'Cause I'm gonna multiply.
All 3, correct?
Yeah.
So 17, 19, and 20.
Okay. So you watch as you're just popping orcs. A couple of them, you kill a couple orcs with one shot, and you're just piercing right through. The moat is on fire. There's 15-foot flames. Those of you in the front by the gate, you're hearing like scratches on the door, like nothing. There's not a lot out there. With Keywin's wall of light that totally annihilated it, and then what was the second thing you did? Dawn. There's nothing that's
In the doorway, yeah.
That's impending on anything. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of damage because I didn't do this. And again, the way that I'm doing damage is there's so many enemies and so many things flying your direction, it just hits. So
Okay.
we'll start with the people on the bottom are going to take a little less because you guys are harder to hit. Whisper, you're going to take 6 points of piercing. Kree, you're going to take 5.
Okay.
Jasper, 4. Keywin, 4. Krista, 6.
Okay. Thank you.
Carrick, 6. So in that whole hour, that's the amount of damage you guys... Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, it scared me. My basket of effects just poked me in the bum. So that throughout the whole hour, that's all the damage you guys took. So
Wow.
that is the end of the first hour, and the waves and droves are coming. I'm going to start moving some things again, but we are in the second hour. Jasper.
Okay. I know I'm a little bit further back, so I probably can't reach the ones right at the gate, I'm assuming.
What are you trying to do?
Like, I'm still trying to take out the undead. Or there's the you said there were demonic things as well?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I would have recognized with my perception check earlier?
What's your range?
My range for the goon? The
Yeah.
cannon?
Oh, yeah. So what's the range in the goon?
It's 120 feet with daylight.
So then 240 is your range.
Yeah.
So I mean, most of the undead are done. Most of the zombies, most of them, like 80% were killed by Keywin's 2 spells, and the last drove of them were burnt alive with Krista lighting the moat on fire.
Okay, how big are these demon boys looking?
So you're not seeing demon boys. You're seeing small little 4-armed creatures. I can't remember what the hell they're called. The Dolgrams. These little guys. They got 2 mouths and 4 arms, very creepy looking.
They look like demonic sprites.
Kind of.
Like little.
You see several large hounds, and behind them you can kind of see on the edge of the battle map, you see these very large black cats. But as they get into your sight, you watch as most of them engulf in flames, and they're just on fire.
Okay. I'm trying to hold some stuff. Okay. I'm gonna attempt to nah, screw it. I'm gonna attempt to I'll jump on top of the cannon itself, and I will take out my crossbow, and I will attempt to hit things with my crossbow.
Okay, so roll your damage.
And sneakily, if I can.
Okay, are you aiming at the orcs or something else?
Yeah, probably the next line, or no, I'll take out the smaller things, the little demon, little demon
so you
things.
just roll your damage. And Keywin, you are on deck, by the way.
Is it sneaky?
Sure.
All right. Let me empty my D6 drawer. Okay, so that's 8 plus 7. Hold on. 8 plus 7 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 76.
76.
Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 28, 29. That's 44.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
I don't really have any bonus actions. All my bonus actions are sneaky things. So,
okay.
Yep, I will just be loading and firing, hiding and shooting.
Perfect. Keywin. So, Keywin, there are orcs and such within 100 feet from you, and then the demon creatures are a little bit further away.
I want to cast Sickening Radiance on the area right in front of the gate.
Oh, okay.
So,
Ooh.
in addition to radiant damage, if they fail a con save, they would take a point of exhaustion.
Okay. They take damage too, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you roll the damage? I should have the conditions up, shouldn't I?
Ignore me.
20.
20. Okay.
Radiant.
So it's disadvantage on all attacks. Ability checks, rather. Cool. Cool. Yeah. How long does that last?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Perfect. All right. Kree.
I don't have any range anything, so I guess I'm still just waiting for something to come through to get to hand with me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll roll for the trebuchets again if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it. 2 of them.
just to do something. Hey, that's a natural 20 on one of those.
Sure.
Hey.
I'm gonna re-roll that because that other one was a natural one, and that's just not. That's gonna hit somebody I know.
It will.
The second one's an 11.
11. Okay. You do know that the 5 just missed.
Yeah.
To give you some
the
sort
one
of-
was going to cause a
like it.
problem for us.
Oh yeah, Jasper
Ugh.
would be dead or be in the
Yeah.
field with all the baddies,
Yeah.
just hiding the rest of the thing. I'm not here. It's fine.
Just hiding behind one of the lenses.
Disguise self.
Krista.
All right. Holding all my spells and things like that, still focusing on the orcs. She's going to make her first attack with a flaming arrow at the orcs. And that's a...
Just roll the damage.
Just the damage.
Yep.
So for 2 attacks, because she has the double attack.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me roll a double of everything. That would be easiest.
So the
I'll
way
grab
that
those dice out.
the way that I'm just doing it is you're shooting it, but you're shooting more than just those 2. So that's why
Right.
I'm just taking the averages, whatever the damage is. Sometimes it'll be higher, sometimes it'll be lower, but whatever that is, and then I multiply it and I kill. I'm taking numbers down right now.
Okay, so I'm rolling for my regular hit. I'm also rolling for the Alchemists and Slayer's Prey. I am casting as my bonus action on the orcs.
Okay.
This one is cocked, so I'm going to re-roll that one. Okay, so it is... first, it's going to be 10 plus 7 plus... so 10 plus 7, 24. 24 plus 6 is 30.
30. Okay.
And there's some fire damage in there, and then but mostly piercing.
Like, to put in perspective, you guys have killed 2,700 things.
She's just flying off arrows like mad. And that would be her full turn. Thank you.
Whisper.
Where they're at now, can you see through any part of the
Sure. There's cracks.
wall?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just Eldritch Blast some things that are poking
Go for it.
through. From the previous, it was 22 points of
Okay.
force damage.
So you watch as Whisper hits your door and your door explodes open. I'm kidding. It goes right through the crack and hits these creatures that are like already sickening from from Kiwin's spell. Takes damage. You guys are plowing through the keyhole. Anything else? Okay. Carrick.
All right, so if I'm not rolling to hit, I can use sharpshooter on every one of them, right?
Sure.
Oh,
Well,
Carrie,
then that
good
makes
question.
it 72 points of damage.
Dang.
I should. Thank you. Taking notes.
Okay. Okay. So in this first wave, everybody who is able to see the battlefield, so everybody who's not on the ground, please roll a perception check.
Yeah, not bad. 26.
29.
25.
22.
Look at you.
Whoa.
So you all
Fucking so
see
good.
those 6 big, large, black, flaming demon creatures dig in the ground and disappear under the ground.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Going back to the damage for that first wave, Whisper, you take 2 points. Jasper, 6. Kree, 4. Kiwin, 4. Krista, 5. Carrick, 4.
Oh, shit.
That is the end of that first turn in the second round. Back to the top. Jasper.
Okay.
Let me move them more.
Sure.
Fires are gone. All the undead are dead.
Whee!
Re-dead.
Dead again.
All the undead
Stay.
be dead.
Well, I guess I could leave them there to make the bridge.
Oh Lord.
Hey, here come the beefy boys.
All right, Jasper, what do you want to do?
Okay. What looks kind of the most imposing, I guess?
The big orcs on the door, probably.
Yeah, I figured as much. Man. I will. Have they reached the door yet, or are they just about to? It looks like
No.
they're just about to.
I mean, they're at the door.
Um,
They haven't done anything yet, but they got to the door.
okay.
They're taking damage from Keywin's spell, and you've seen the sickening thing before, so they have disadvantage on ability checks, or saves.
Okay.
Or something.
So there's like this ray of light just beaming down that they're all taking damage.
Yeah, it's like
I'm just trying to get a visual because I'm gonna do something dumb.
it's
Very
like
on brand.
it's a greenish light that's just like swirling around in a 30-foot
A greenish light?
Yeah.
Perfect.
because it's a sickening radiance.
I am going to cast Silent Image and make a 15-foot image of, I don't know, like the equivalent of Grumpsh.
The equivalent of what?
Yeah, I don't
It's
know that.
The god.
Orc god.
Oh.
Oh, good job with the lore and Diane. And,
Well, that's Forgotten Realms lore, but yeah, okay. So the orc
Right.
god. Yep.
Yeah, the god who created all orcs and
I
fought
see.
Corellin
I
and
haven't-
Corellin, like shot him in the eye. I know a lot
And
about
then they
groups.
took over the goblin god,
Got
killed
it.
the goblin god, took all the goblins.
Well, I guess we have to go deep into orc and goblin lore later. Carrick, Inspo, Jasper, Luck. All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
So you make an
yes.
image of their god.
Yep. And it's gonna look. It can't say anything 'cause it's a silent image. So it's gonna look furious at them and start like swiping just over their heads.
Roll a performance check and a
Okay.
perception check.
Okay, I'll do perception first. 24
Okay.
and performance. Luck. Oh. Ah, man. Yeah, I'll take it. 16.
16 perception.
No, performance.
What was the perception?
24.
24. Do you understand orc? Oh, we've already established orc was common.
We all
so yes.
understand
Yep.
orc.
Yep. So you see some of them don't even pay it any mind. Others take some swipes at it. And you hear things like false god, RoU is the only.
Huh. Well, shit. I mean, that's my action, so.
Okay. Gave you some information though.
Yep.
Keywin.
Fireball.
Fireball! Roll your damage.
Right where the orcs are. Like right outside, so it doesn't light the building on fire, but
Why not? That would be fun.
5, 6.
Create your on deck. You can go. You can roll your 2 rolls if you want.
Oh yeah, for my trebuchets. First one's 14.
33.
33. Okay. Woo. You unleash hell on those orcs. Real talk. And that music is way louder than the other music. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. So you watch Kiwin when this huge fireball that just misses the outcropping, so it probably won't get the couple orcs by the front gate, but it definitely gets the ones behind. Just in hundreds of orcs are screaming and just engulfed in flames. Some of them are like trying to climb over these undead bodies and they can't get out, so they're just there on fire. Anything else on your turn? Or you already said yes? That was it. Okay, Crete.
The trebuchets are 14 and 15.
Okay. Take out some more stuff.
Yep. Till something goes through that gate, I'm on trebuchet duty.
Okay. Krista.
When she saw the flaming whatevers go underground, would she be able to see what type of creature they are?
They were just demonic. That's all you could. You're not familiar with them.
I'm not familiar with them. Okay. So she's gonna look over to everybody below her inside the wall and scream, "Careful! They went underground. Watch your feet or your backs." But she's gonna then remain her focus on the orcs at the door and throw 2 arrows.
Roll the damage.
And I'm still not rolling for attack, so this is so weird. And because I also have sharpshooter, I'm gonna add some to that. So first it's 10 plus another 10 plus another 10. So 20 plus 20 is 40 plus 6, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 5, 56, 57, plus another 3 is 60. And there's a little bit of fire damage in there too. And that was also me using Slayer's Prey as my bonus action, which added some dice.
Okay. 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 Whisper.
13 more points of force damage from Eldritch Blastides.
Got it. Viago kind of runs up with some of the other people, and he's holding the door now. Now that the door is starting to get pushed, you're and you're seeing like chips of wood and splinters, and some axes are coming out, and Viago just punches somebody. Like he's holding the door. It is a big gate, by the way. Ends his turn. Carrick.
I hear this commotion at the gate, and I turn and begin firing. Again, if I'm using sharpshooter, then it's going to be 75 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna do damage first, and then we'll go through it. Whisper 3, Jasper 4, Cree 5, Kiwin 2, Krista 2, Carrick 3.
Just waves.
So
what round are we at?
We're still in the second hour, so this is technically
Okay.
the 4th round within the second hour. That I know it's confusing. So a few things happen. You see those little 4-armed creatures, 2 mouths, start to run up, and they kind of jump, and you watch as they're almost as if they're flying or hovering in the ground, and so they're about to breach the walls. And those hounds, all those multicolored hounds you see on there, they're mostly black and they have green armor. Eric's seen these before, a long time ago. They're like jumping over the bodies. They go right through Kiwin's fireball and all the fire residue. Jump on the walls and start to climb up. And now we're like mauling and attacking the archers up on that top wall. I'm going to move them all in a second. It is the top of the third hour. Jasper, you see all of that.
Okay.
Kiwin, there is one right in your face, by the way.
Well, yeah, I don't like these guys climbing on the wall, so I will Yeah, I'm gonna take my my mind blade out and pop out from kind of underneath where they are and stab them sneakily.
Okay.
And then just kind of roll onto the next one and things.
Go for it.
Okay, and that would be with my booming blade. So, all right, this is gonna be a nightmare.
This is a nightmare.
Yes. Okay, so D8 first. 8 again. Damn. Okay. 8 plus 5 plus where is it? Booming blade is 2d8. 7. Okay. Plus 2d6 from the mind blade.
So while he's doing all that, so when enemies are within your person, you will do attack rolls and stuff.
Right.
It's just for like
Thank you.
it's just for the mass. So once they get over the wall, they're more individual than they are mass. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
Thank you.
They're no longer Legion.
6 plus 7d6.
Would it be helpful if I put the player cam aimed down more so you can see inside of the?
It's so hard for me to see anyways. Okay, thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Chat, I wish you could see it. It's really cool. Only so much screen space.
So that's 48 points, and each one of them gets surrounded by 2d8 of lightning if they move, which would be 8.
Okay, and who was that to?
The things on the wall.
Right in front of Kiwin and the archers?
Yep, I'm gonna just
Okay.
pick through them. Because I can only get sneak attack once per round, so I'll just keep going.
Yeah, so the ones right in front of Kiwin, you watch, is they just fall over and you're no longer in melee with anything. Anything else, Jasper?
No, I don't have bonus actiony stuff. Yeah, I'll just be like pinned against the wall, kind of rolling across the wall, like front and back, just like stabbing upwards.
Kiwin.
I would like to cast.
I don't know why, but I thought you were about to say I would like to rage. Like that's what I thought.
So
you
did
were
I.
gonna say.
Firestorm.
Okay.
10-foot cubes. I just want to arrange them all right in front, like where the moat is, and all just in a
So
line. Just get as many as I can.
That big gaggle in the front. So essentially a wall of firestorms. Awesome.
Yeah.
What's the damage? How it's just one attack, right? It's not like a time thing.
Yeah, it's an instantaneous
Got it.
thing.
But there's lots of things to catch on fire, so.
I don't know. I have to find all of my d10s.
Okay. So you can roll the damage. I'm gonna keep. Is there anything else you're gonna do on your turn? Okay. So just roll the damage. Let me know in a sec. Kree. You are starting to see these hound creatures climb over the wall.
Yeah, I would like to fly up to meet them and hit them with my glaive, hopefully sort of like in a golf swing,
Sure.
to sort of
Roll the
whack
damage?
them
I
off
love
of
it.
the wall. Just the damage, or to hit for each?
For these guys, you can just do damage.
Okay. Banging. All right, so first attack. So it's 10 regular, 5 radiant.
Okay.
Total 15. Second attack. So that is the 12 regular and 3 radiant. And then for number 3, that is 15 regular and 4 radiant. And as my bonus action, I'll go on the backswing
Okay.
and get one last one.
Go for it.
So that is, I believe that's just a regular attack.
So the trick is going to be doing the battle maps for Friday and Saturday on top of this battle map.
Just put a shelf on top.
I have shelves. I do layers sometimes. I did that for the first 24-hour stream where each row of the dungeon was just another layer. I took it all off. It was crazy.
That's cool. That's cool.
What you got, Creep?
So that is 8 points of damage
points.
for the backswing.
Easy enough. So as these creatures kind of come over and they have this long neck with these teeth, almost like Alien, just without the little thing, and they come up and you're just and you're just plowing them through, and the bits and things are falling to the ground. Ends your turn.
Yep. And I'll remain airborne. If anything else comes over the walls, I'm gonna golf swing it.
Kiwin, what was the damage?
57.
57. Sweet Jesus. All right. Hang on. Let me do some math. Okay. Okay. So Firestorm. Amazing. Krista.
Burn it all.
Are there still more? I'm assuming yes. Still climbing over the wall of
course,
those
yes.
hound things? Of course, thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to focus on them and shoot 2 different attacks. So I'll just roll all the damage.
Yep.
But this time, instead of the fire arrows, I'm going to do the radiant arrows that were infused by Carrick.
Okay.
Okay, so already it's 10 plus 20 is 30.
Okay.
Plus 5, 35, 39, 42, plus 8 is 50. So 50 damage.
Got it. Awesome. Anything else?
And, you know what? I wanted to... No, that was good. That was good. That was it.
All right. Whisper.
That was good.
I guess now that they're inside, sort of, he'll cast Spirit Shroud.
It's an extra D8, I think.
Yeah,
Within 10
D8,
feet.
and he'll choose Radiant damage within 10 feet.
Okay. Roll the damage.
They,
Kanan would do that, but he was too busy casting Fly.
It was worth it.
I think it was too.
Um,
I still kind of want to see the art of Kano like misty stepping and scared in the side of a tree.
that's the extra 6
Oh, I didn't
over.
hiss. Okay, sorry.
6 radiant over a minute. So
6 radiant over a minute. Okay. Jesus.
then for his action, he will do more Eldritch blasts.
Okay.
And my dice are dueling.
Exclamation point
extra
critical to enter in our
20.
critical dice giveaway. Extra 20?
Oh, yeah.
Does the 60 just count for the 60? Because it's like whenever I attack a creature, it's kind of like Hex, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay, so 20 damage
Okay.
or 20.
Got it. Okay. Carrick.
I am blasting everything I can, whether it's in front of my face or on the wall anywhere. 63.
There are some at point blank with you right now. Some hounds.
63 points of damage.
Okay. So as they're coming up, it's just taking shots with the gun. We're gonna do some damage again. 8 points to Whisper, 3 points to Jasper, 5 to Kree, 3 to Keywin, 4 to Krista, 6 to Carrick.
Thank you.
Now we are at the top of this final third round. Back to Jasper. No more of those forearm things in front of you, but there are the hounds that are climbing up the walls.
Did you mean third hour?
Third hour, yeah. Third round. It's still the third round in this third hour. Yes.
Okay.
It's your sixth turn in the third round.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know it's confusing.
No, I'm doing tally marks, and I just want to be on track.
Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I have a thing.
I've got spreadsheets and things, man.
I have an Excel sheet for tonight's fight.
Please do not question the DM in this situation.
Jasper.
Is anything changing up ahead?
I mean, there's some big things showing up.
Yeah,
Which
I noticed
got
those.
crazy blurry.
What do they look like?
The two giant purple ones look like kind of maniacal, crazy-looking giants. The things behind them look like giant Frankensteins. Like they're put together. I don't know if that helps.
Oh, my eyes went really bad then.
That is yours, brother.
Are the orcs still at the door?
There are some, yes.
Some, but not many.
I mean, there's still a good amount, a dangerous amount of orcs, but Keywin wrecked a lot of them.
Okay. And how many?
Do that again or something?
Is there like a lot of things climbing up the wall?
I mean, a lot of those dogs, yeah. A lot of the hounds are climbing the walls. But there are big things coming.
Totally should do that again.
Oh, man. Like, sorry to ask all these questions, but looking out across the battlefield, how many lines are left before...
You can't see the end.
Okay, but I can see the mother and
yes,
things,
they're
right?
not at the end. They're kind of in the middle. They want to
Okay.
they want to be up close and see the action, but there are legions behind them.
Okay.
It's so very early in the night.
All right,
Welcome to
yeah.
the meat grinder, honey.
Yeah, I guess I'll save that then, and I will. I'm gonna try and keep me and Key safe, so I'm gonna start. I'll like lean over the edge and start firing crossbow bolts down at the dogs climbing the.
Roll the damage.
And I'll pop up each time, so it's super sneaky.
Go for it. I'll allow it. We're just here having fun, guys. Keywin, you are on
Yeah.
deck.
Okay, so 1d8. So it's 4 plus 7 is 11. And then, yep, it's just my. Yeah. Okay. 6, 7, 8. Uh, 37.
37. Okay.
Yep. So shoot, bonus action, hide. Shoot, bonus action, hide. Shoot, bonus action, hide.
Okay. And your turn,
Yeah, that's it.
Keywin.
Um. Guess I'm gonna fireball again.
Go for it.
I guess I'm gonna fireball again.
I guess. If
Let
you
me tell you,
insist.
dude, there's one way is just fireball them over and over. The Great Lebowski. They say if you strap yourself to a speck of dust, you'll be the Yuma by dinner time.
35.
35 points of damage. Thank you for saving us from Yuma. Just kidding. God, I love that voice. Anything else on your turn? All right. Kree.
I'm gonna keep the whacking dogs off the wall.
Bangarang.
Right. So it doesn't really matter if like radiant or not. I should just tell you the totals.
Yeah, just tell me the
right?
totals for these.
Okay, great. So that is 15 for the first. 19 for the second. And then 14 for the third. So,
Got it.
Yep. Thwack, thwack, thwack. And then let me just bonus action for thwack with the back. And that is going to be a further 7 points of damage.
Okay. Krista and then Whisper.
How far out from the wall, or just how far out is the mother?
Hasn't
On-
moved 600 feet.
600 feet. Are any of these big guys within like 120 feet?
The purple ones would be that one purple one in front of you. Top would be.
The top one? Okay. Okay. Krista's gonna pull out her javelin of lightning and throw it at the purple thing. So
Roll for attack.
okay. So it says so first I need every creature within the line of fire between me and the purple thing to make a dexterity saving throw.
There would be nobody.
Well, there's no creatures between.
Nothing. It's the tallest creature out there.
No, but it's like every creature, because it turns into a line of lightning.
Sure, but where you are right now, you just have allies in front of you, unless you want them to make a dex save.
No, there's no other enemies in front of the guy.
There are hounds within melee distance, but you're high. There's no angle. Those creatures are 5 feet off the ground, and that
Oh,
thing is 30 feet.
I thought for some reason it was like hitting the ground like with lightning.
No,
along
it's
the entire
it's a straight
expanse.
line. It's a straight line.
I didn't know how it worked. Damn it. Can I take that back? I can do it. I can keep going.
No, I told you in the beginning that we'd be a little bit more lenient with stuff like this because of angles and things. But yes, it is one beam of light. So you want all the enemies in a line. So it's like you're shooting a gun, and you would only hit one person in this instance.
Okay, yeah, because the whole point is I want to hit as many as I can. I don't want to hit just one.
That would not be good for right now.
No, I'll wait. So thank you, DM, because I've never used it either, and I didn't know that's how it worked. So she's gonna continue, but like before, to continue just with 2 different shots of arrows at any enemies coming over the wall.
Okay, roll the damage.
So that's the 10 plus the other 10 plus this. So that's the 30 plus 6 is 42 plus 3 and 3 is 42 plus 6, 48. Plus another 4 is 52, plus 5 is 59 total damage.
Awesome. Whisper.
Thank you, Chris.
Yep.
Whisper will cast Sickening Radiance, probably close to where Kiwin had it before.
Okay.
As his action.
It lasts 10 minutes, right, guys?
Yes, so 25 over 10 minutes of radiant follow back, clap back damage.
And disadvantage on saves or whatever, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And bonus action. No. So yeah, that's it. Warlocks, they got like 2 things. That's it.
Carrick.
I'm blasting everything I can for 77 points of damage.
Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay. All right. So, we'll do some damage at the end. 1 second. Whisper 10. Jasper 8. Kree 8. Kiwin 5. Krista 5. Carrick 6. So, I'll move stuff in a second. So at the end of the 3rd hour, you guys have had 6 rounds of combat. At the end of the 3rd hour, behind Kree, Viago, Whisper, you hear rumblings. And shooting out underneath the ground in the middle of the fort are those 6 flaming panthers, and just starts going crazy on unsuspecting soldiers. And we're at the top of the 4th hour, and that's where we're going to call it for tonight.
We have flame panthers.
Flame panthers. Jasper, you will be leading us
Form
off.
of a bucket of water.
That's true.
So GW's in chat. He remembers these guys. This is what they look like. As we just went critical, I'm gonna call a winner here in a second. Oh, I just rolled a natural 20. He hates them. And the winner is Zrodlin. Congratulations, Zrodlin. You won some critical dice. Go ahead and hit me up in the Discord, and we'll get some dice out to you ASAP. I want to thank everybody so much for watching on this evening. We're going to find somebody to raid, because that's what we do. Hope you guys had fun. That was a little intense.
It's intense. It still is.
It has only gotten more intense.
Yeah.
When you introduce flaming panthers to it, I think the intensity only kind of ramps.
Good job, Flaming Panthers.
Okay. All that being said, we're gonna go ahead and raid Dungeon Scrawlers. Yeah.
Meow meow meow.
What day is it today? Today's Wednesday. So next episode of Duke City, the first episode of a new hunt, is on Friday at 3 p.m. We have our second Prelude episode on Friday as well for Fables of Gallia at 6 p.m. Pacific. It will debut my character, Stax's character, and Brent's character, which is very exciting. Chaos! Followed up with the second episode of Fate of Ukodor on Monday. And then starts our awesome week again, leading off with Legends of Shell Gaul, and then Realms again next week, Wednesday. However, next Thursday, I want to say 5 p.m. Pacific. I think that's the 11th, right? Math. Yeah. We're doing a charity drive for the Wounded Warrior Project. We're doing the Champions of Ukodor, a special episode. We're still putting it all together right now, but join us for that as well. The thingy is going to happen here in a second. So, without further ado, I'm tired. That was a lot. But yeah, we love you guys so much, and we will see you next time.